Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. When I was thinking of this video, I'm about to start. The thing that was sending my head, I was just that, you know, that video. So, that was the thing that was just sending my head. Anyway, over everyone. What is stopping Bola Ahmed Tinubu from going to United States of America? Ngwa, wetin dey happen na? I thought they had forfeited his this thing, and did they not collect it for me? Abi there is another thing attached? Did they say he can't enter? Did they say something something? Because I don't understand it. This whole I saw a particular tweet there. I thought I screenshot that tweet to how I wish I were able to see, you know, that particular tweet. There was something that somebody said. He said Tinubu has gone to St. Lucia. Is it how many? He has gone there. He has gone to Brazil how many times? Whatever. But to go to United States of America, I be like say that one at all, he leg no dey gree go there. But anyway, Parallel Facts has this, and they say Tinubu tactically avoids United States since Trump's inauguration. Shettima becomes Nigeria's de facto envoy to United General Assembly. You know the UNGA, the United States General Assembly. It's taking place in the US. There are already meetings and whatever, you know, going on. Following Bola Tinubu's refusal to set foot on United States soil since Donald Trump's inauguration in January 2025, he has mandated Kashim Shettima to represent him at the 80th session of the United States General Assembly, UNGA. This is the second time Tinubu is mandating his deputy to stand in for him at the UNGA, despite the summit's importance to Nigeria's international standing in the Committee of Nations. At least when you're looking at the Committee of Nations, even though the fact that we have refused to take our place of greatness that God has placed upon us, we have continued, you know, to lock behind and just go and just sit in the place of anyhowness, we still have a very important standing in the world. If you're looking at Africa being big, even though our economy right now has actually gone down, but one thing that can never be taken away from us is the fact that Nigeria is the most populous black nation in the whole world, and it plays, you know, it is very vital to decision and to the international committee. In 2024, Tinubu delegated Shettima to lead Nigeria's delegation under the pretense of focusing on domestic issues and addressing some of the country's challenges. You know, definitely, you and I are in Nigeria here. There's no challenge that Tinubu is addressing. He's just doing his own thing that favors he himself. Probably he has his own family challenges, his own personal challenges that he's addressing and taking care of and doing all sorts of things. But I can assure you that definitely it's not the nation's challenges, because the nation's challenges have been there. Even insecurity, there's nothing. The usual statement that usually will come from government: we condemn, we assure you, we are going to do this, we will fish out the people, they will face the full wrath of the law. We don't see it anymore. Right now, we have terrorists all over the place. You know, they're the ones who are even dictating to us and doing all sorts of things. And then you see someone, a Tinubu, that goes around the world saying he's looking for investment. And even though at every place he goes to, he will announce one investment that the people there will come out and say, no, 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 that's a lie, that's a lie. He has been caught in so many lies, you know, unfortunately dragging Nigeria into it in so many times that I can't even keep count again. So you wonder, in this particular place where you're literally meeting all the heads of states are coming, there's a whole lot of high-stake conversation that are being undertaken. He's nowhere to be found, and this is the second time, and he's not there to do this. That, however, did not deter him from asking the United Nations to prioritize debt forgiveness for Nigeria and other developing countries from creditors and multilateral financial institutions. This is just a sense of entitlement that is very typical and very unfortunate. You understand? How are you asking for debt forgiveness when you, the person who is borrowing the money, you're having a very lavish life, spending recklessly the money you're borrowing, not using them judiciously for your people, and you expect that those people will come and forgive this debt for you to just continue to behave anyhow. Just imagine the expenses that Tinubu has done for his own personal office expenses, and the money he has spent. You're talking about presidential jet, you're talking about the car, the presidential car that is being used, you're talking about the likes of the yacht, you're talking about refurnishing, their houses and all of that, the one in Lagos, the one in this, the one in that, a whole lot of reckless spending from the monies that have been borrowed. And who is going to come out and, forgive a debt for someone who has shown to be very irresponsible? Tinubu drew the United Nations attention to the global debt burden, undermining the ability of countries and governments to meet the needs of their citizens. The biggest reason why incompetent governments are unable to meet the needs of their citizens is because they are not, they are spending recklessly. They don't care about their citizens. They are not very efficient and effective, and a whole lot of other things. The cost of governance is out of the way, and it's not even something that you think about. You even fathom when you think about it. And I'll give you an example. I live in Abuja, and if you live in Abuja, I'm sure you've noted it a whole lot. But if you haven't, just go out one day, just stand by the road and see the latest models or models of cars, the biggest ones, the most expensive ones, and all of that. They all have government plates. Anytime I see it, it makes me really angry, because government is supposed to be the poorest. What the monies they have are supposed to be used, for people, not wasted on government officials. But if you're looking for the latest, big jeeps and all of that, it is those government numbers. There's a video that surfaced and that reported to be the FIRS chief, the head of FIRS, in the convoy that he had, and you will see him with his, security agents and everything. You will think it's a governor that is coming. That is just the head of a parastatal. And with all of that reckless spending, you are expecting that people are going to come out and, start doing debt forgiving. Representing Tinubu at the global event this year, Shettima will deliver Nigeria's national statement to join Eddie. But there's a whole lot. Oh, this is a whole lot of things that you're saying. I don't think I have that time to be looking at it. But the question that every one of you is supposed to be asking is that, what is driving Tinubu away from the United States of America? Is there certain things that we're supposed to know that we should be afraid of? Or is it the issue of the forfeitment that he did in terms of his drug dealings all those years before? They're still hunting him, or there's still one thing or the other that is going on. But it's really a shame the way Nigeria has been reduced because of the kind of person that decided to rig election and get himself sworn into office. It's sad for Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching.